Yes, I am as tired as I look. We'd been given a lot of recommendations to visit some of the coastal towns in the north of Italy, like Genova and what the other one's called, Scott?
Cinque Terre.
Yeah, we'd had a lovely time up in the mountains and we made our way back down to the coast, and we have just been driving and driving for hours and we can't find anywhere to park. We've been to about 3 major cities along the coast, and the last one we went to was La Spezia. Just nowhere to park. I think it's so gorgeous, such a nice city, but impossible in a camper van. I don't understand how people do it. So we were getting starving hungry by this point. So we're just looking for somewhere to stop and cook some dinner. And we've come up this mountain to where Park for Night says there's a nice little lay-by. And it seemed nice enough, so we stopped, we turned on the gas, started cooking the dinner, and a car drove up right behind us and parked, and we didn't think too much of it, but Scott was keeping an eye out, and eventually they drove away. I was like, oh, they're just checking their map or something. And then they came back again and parked beside us, and they were watching us. They drove past, peering in the window.
Kept flashing their lights too.
They were flashing their lights, and we were like, right, we're keeping the van locked at this point. And then the man comes up to the window and starts signalling with a cigarette, like, do you have a light? And we were just, no, we're not opening the van. And so we were left. He waited around for ages, just kind of lingering by the van. And whilst we were cooking the dinner, my one thought was, we can't even drive off because we've turned the gas on, so Scott would have to get out to turn the gas off.
Yeah.
Which,
It's not the best design.
So we finished cooking the dinner, and thankfully he left. I don't know what he was doing, but we don't feel safe here. We're not happy near the coast, so we're going to head back inland now.
See what we find.
So that's a little update. I think the summary would be these coastal towns are stunning,
Tricky.
amazing, like to visit if you're staying in hotels or B&Bs.
Yeah.
But unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't attempt it in a camper.
We don't know what we're doing. I guess this is just kind of the reality of roaming around a place you don't know to try and find a place to stay.
I think we've tried every park up on Park for Night, and just none of them, we couldn't even fit the van in most of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are quite tight.
Yeah, quite tight, or small, or just rubbish everywhere, people lingering about, it doesn't feel safe. So, time to move on, it's night time.
Night drive.
Night drive on the scary roads. It's very narrow and twisty and...
We'll find somewhere. We're heading towards, just across the border to Tuscany now.
There's another thing. We were thinking, oh, we'll just head into the wilderness here. And all the park ups say, beware wild boar. So yeah.
We have a hatchet, we could take a boar down.
There's that as well. There's apparently wild boar around, just to make you feel extra safe. We'll check and see. This is where we ended up last night. We arrived, it was all dark, but there's some gorgeous views around here. We're gonna go take a little walk and see what we see.
lost. We've definitely missed a turn somewhere. We've not checked the map and missed a bit. Now we're just
Now we have to go down this very, very steep path.
Yeah. We're doing the stupid option of continuing forward rather than backtracking to find the bit we missed.
I am pretty convinced if we go in a straight line we'll get back.
I'm taking George's word on it.
See, we know we're going on a real path because we have found a very old wall. And you wouldn't build a wall somewhere that was inaccessible, would you?
Just because it's a thing doesn't mean it's the thing we want.
We're going to follow the wall.
Found something old.
We found something very, very cool.
Just immediately after that last.
Ancient house. Should we go investigate?
Stairs up to the floor here.
We've still got tiles on the steps.
I'm not going in because there's a big hole in the floor, but this is neat.
I'm coming.
Pointed down at the hole. That's a
Step
big old
on the-
hole in the floor.
That's so spooky. Oh, look at the ceiling.
Right here. That is ready to come apart. Let's move. So the windows have mesh over them. What on earth is or was this place? Oh. Trowel.
Oh, I don't like that.
This one doesn't have the mesh over it.
I'm not going in there.
We've just found another doorway to the lower section. Woohoo! What is all of this nonsense?
This place is giving me all the creepy vibes.
Yeah.
Should we get out of here?
Let's go. This is the bad Judy's house.
Don't think we were welcome in that house. But that explains the wall.
Does explain the wall. Found a sign. That's where we're parked. But Jojo's decided to go this way. I don't know what the sign said, but Jojo thinks there's an old mill house this way. Certainly is that. Let's go see. What have you found?
Like a mill house or something.
Do you want to go over and look inside?
Yes, I do. I think we need to be on the other side of the lake.
Back to where we came. Some water bottles left here. Strange. Maybe it's someone's down.
Said we were going the right way. This waterway has been demolished.
Oh! Yeah, that's built up.
Look at this idiot.
It's actually holding on. Oh no, that's it slipping now. I'll not pull it anymore.
Yeah, now I have to walk under it. Thanks a lot, Scott.
Come on.
Absolute child.
Just found the tap. And a spooky hole. Oh, it's full of water.
It's a well then, it's not a spooky hole. It's so scary if bats came flying out.
Yep, that's working.
It's a nice little mountain spring tap. There's the van. We made it back. Oh, and this ends the spookiest hike in Italy. We're exhausted now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we think we'll just have a chill evening. Stay here tonight. We're not in the mood for any more driving around, are you, Scott?
I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm also quite happy to just chill.
So yeah, I think we'll stay here, have some food. Hopefully get a good night's rest.
Then I think tomorrow we'll probably be heading a bit closer to Pisa.
Continue the adventures. Some days when it comes to living in the van you just get nothing done, and other days everything just seems to happen all at once. So we headed down to an area where there was a water tap because we'd run out of water, and there was a laundrette nearby, so we got all our washing done. And then beside that there was a massive supermarket, so we were able to buy loads of food. So we had a full water tank, and we thought we'll head along to the next town, but before that let's stop at what are they called? A truck stop.
Yeah.
A truck stop to dump our grey tank. So there was free disposal of grey water there, so we dumped the grey tank. And we headed into the gas station and they had free showers there. So we're washed. The van's empty, everything's just
Stocked up.
everything's clean, and they had loads of bins at the gas station as well, so we were able to get rid of all our rubbish. The van has never been happier. And we're gonna head to the beach now. On forever. We're just taking a nice walk. Hopefully see the sunset.
We decided to start the day with another walk along the beach because this is a really nice beach.
Couldn't leave without another walk. I find most amazing about this beach is the contrast of the beautiful yellow sands and then the crazy mountains in the distance.
Lovely and warm.
So one of the best things about coming this time of year, it's the end of October now. It's just getting on for winter time, but it's above 20 degrees today. It's warm for us. We would never get this kind of heat in the UK. But most people are kind of dressed up for winter, except for the holiday makers. And the beach is really empty.
The water is so nice and refreshing, but also just totally comfortably warm.
Yeah, it's lovely. And there was some little mosquito in our van last night, and it was having the best night. It has munched all over me and my feet. It seemed to really like my feet, I don't know why, but the salt water is really soothing on the bite now.
We have just driven to Pisa because guess what? We're going to have a look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
There it is. We can't get to it because they've shut all the roads because there's a football match on. So
We're kind of just wandering the streets trying to find our way around. They've blocked a load of the roads. Football matches. Well, that was very quickly a bust. All the streets are shut because of this silly football game.
So we drive all the way to Pisa and there's a football match on. So they've shut all the streets that lead to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Even though we've only parked a 5-minute walk from it, we can't get to it. We did see a van that had been broken into on the way here. I hear that thievery is quite rife in the area, so we don't feel comfortable to stay here overnight. So we need to get out of the city, and I'm concerned if we wait till the football match is over, what are the roads going to be like? So basically we drive to Pisa, we can see the tower from a distance, we can't get close to it, and we've got to leave. So what can you do?